A mirror to reality. It's 12 midnight. The world outside is quiet, but inside many homes, the lights are still on. The silence of the night is punctuated by the rustling of papers and the soft hum of computers. This is the reality for countless students burning the midnight oil, trying to keep up with the relentless demands of their academic lives. A student sits hunched over a desk, battling exhaustion. Textbooks are piled high. The pressure is immense. The weight of expectations from parents, teachers, and society bears down heavily on their young shoulders. They are told that their future depends on these grades, that their worth is measured by their academic performance. Down the hall, parents worry. They see the toll it takes on their child, but they feel trapped by the same system. They want the best for their children, but they are unsure of how to help without adding to the pressure. They debate the cost of another coaching class. They wonder if they should invest in more tutoring, more resources, hoping it will give their child an edge. But deep down, they question if this is the right path. The news offers no comfort. Student suicide rates double. The headlines are a grim reminder of the stakes. The fear of failure looms large, and the consequences are devastating. Engineering graduates struggle to find jobs. Even those who succeed academically find themselves facing a harsh reality. The job market is unforgiving, and the promises of a secure future seem increasingly hollow. These headlines are not anomalies. They signal a crisis we can no longer ignore. Our children are adrift. We are failing them. The system that was supposed to prepare them for the future is instead leaving them anxious, stressed, and uncertain. The dreams we are pushing are outdated. The world has changed, but our aspirations for our children have not. We still cling to old notions of success, even as the ground shifts beneath our feet. The world is changing faster than ever before. Technology is transforming industries, creating new opportunities and challenges. The skills needed to thrive in this new landscape are different from those of the past. Why the old model is a time bomb. Our education system too often clings to the past. Classrooms look much the same as they did decades ago. The methods of teaching have not evolved to keep pace with the world outside. We emphasize rote learning over creativity. Students are taught to memorize facts and figures, but not to think critically or solve problems creatively. This approach stifles innovation and discourages independent thought. We prioritize test scores over genuine passion. The focus is on achieving high marks, not on fostering a love of learning. This creates a culture of competition rather than collaboration, and it leaves many students feeling disillusioned and disengaged. This approach is not just ineffective, it's harmful. It leads to burnout, anxiety, and a sense of inadequacy. Students are left feeling that they are never good enough, no matter how hard they try. We are creating a generation ill-equipped for the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. They are not being prepared for the realities of a rapidly changing world. The pressure to conform is immense. Students are pushed to follow a narrow path, to fit into a mold that may not suit their unique talents and interests. Students are pushed towards a narrow definition of success. They are told that there is only one way to achieve their dreams, and that deviation from this path is a risk not worth taking. Go to the best schools, get the highest paying jobs. This is the mantra that is drilled into them from a young age. But this relentless pursuit of prestige comes at a cost. Mental health suffers, creativity is stifled, individuality is lost. We must wake up. We must recognize that our current path is unsustainable and that it is harming our children. We must listen to the silent cries for help. The signs are all around us, but we must be willing to see them and to act. We need to create an environment where students feel supported and valued for who they are, not just for their academic achievements. The new essentials: building future, proof humans. The future demands a different approach. We need to rethink our education system and our definition of success. We need to prepare our children for a world that values creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration. We need to equip our children not just for exams, but for life. They need to learn skills that will help them navigate the complexities of the modern world, to adapt to change, and to thrive in diverse environments. We need to nurture their unique talents and passions. Every child has something special to offer, and it is our responsibility to help them discover and develop their potential. We need to empower them to shape a better future. By fostering a love of learning, encouraging creativity, and supporting their mental and emotional well-being, we can help our children build a brighter, more hopeful future for themselves and for the world. Chapter 2. When Dreams Turn Toxic. Every year, the pressure mounts. The academic calendar becomes a relentless march towards a series of high-stakes exams, each one more critical than the last. Students find themselves trapped in a cycle of constant preparation, with little room for anything else. Millions of students compete for a handful of coveted spots in top colleges. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are impossibly high. These exams are seen as the gateway to a successful future, and the pressure to perform is immense. They sacrifice sleep, friendships, and even health. Late nights and early mornings become the norm as students push themselves to the brink of exhaustion. The toll on their physical and mental well-being is significant, yet often overlooked. Parents pour their savings into coaching classes, hoping for an edge. They invest in tutors, study materials, and anything else that might give their child a competitive advantage. The financial burden on families is immense, and the sacrifices are often substantial. Every test, every grade, every ranking is scrutinized and analyzed. The pressure to succeed is relentless, and the fear of failure is ever present. This is the rat race, and it's taking a toll. Students are constantly running, constantly striving, constantly pushing themselves to the limit. The pace is unsustainable, and the consequences are severe. The emotional burden is immense. Anxiety and depression are on the rise as students struggle to cope with the constant pressure. Many feel overwhelmed, and some even reach a breaking point. Students face constant comparison and judgment. Their self-worth becomes intertwined with exam scores and college acceptance letters. The pressure to outperform their peers is immense, and the fear of falling short is paralyzing. Success is measured by numbers and rankings, and the pressure to achieve is very high. Many students feel trapped, unable to see a way out. The pressure to succeed is overwhelming, and the consequences of failure are devastating. Anxiety and depression are on the rise. The mental health crisis among students is growing as they struggle to cope with the relentless pressure. Many seek help, but the stigma around mental health issues remains a barrier. Some students tragically see no way out. The pressure becomes too much, and they make the heartbreaking decision to end their lives. The loss is devastating, and the impact on families and communities is profound. The financial strain on families is immense. The cost of education is skyrocketing, and many parents go into debt to support their children's aspirations. The sacrifices are significant, and the burden is heavy. Many parents make significant sacrifices to support their children's dreams. Coaching classes, exam fees, and college tuition can cripple families financially. The cost of education is rising, and many families struggle to keep up. This pressure cooker environment is unsustainable. The relentless pressure to succeed is taking a toll on students and families alike. The consequences are severe, and the need for change is urgent. The irony is that many of these coveted career paths are rapidly changing. Automation and artificial intelligence are disrupting industries, and the skills that were once guarantees of success are becoming obsolete. The job market is evolving, and many traditional career paths are disappearing. Our children must adapt to a rapidly evolving world. The need for change is urgent, and the pressure to adapt is immense. The world is changing at an unprecedented pace. The fourth industrial revolution is driven by artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation. This revolution is reshaping industries, creating new jobs, and making old ones obsolete. The skills that were once guarantees of success are no longer enough, and the need for new skills is growing. Traditional career paths are being disrupted. Jobs in manufacturing, finance, and medicine are being automated. The demand for routine, repetitive tasks is dwindling. The future belongs to those who can adapt, innovate, and solve complex problems. The workplace is changing too. Remote work is becoming the norm. Freelancing and entrepreneurship are on the rise. The traditional model of a stable, lifelong career is fading. The ability to learn new skills, collaborate effectively, and navigate uncertainty is paramount. We cannot cling to outdated notions of success. The world our children will inherit demands a different set of skills and mindsets. We must prepare them not for the world that was, but for the world that is to be. The future belongs to those who possess a unique blend of human skills and technological fluency. As we move forward into an era dominated by rapid technological advancements, the landscape of skills required to thrive is evolving at an unprecedented pace. It's not just about knowing how to use the latest gadgets or software, it's about integrating these tools into our lives in meaningful ways. It's no longer enough to be just technically proficient. While technical skills are important, they must be complemented by a strong foundation in soft skills. These include the ability to work well with others, to lead and inspire, and to navigate complex social dynamics. The most sought-after individuals will be those who can think critically, communicate effectively, and empathize with others. Empathy will be crucial. In a world where artificial intelligence and automation are becoming more prevalent, the human touch, our ability to understand and share the feelings of another, will set us apart. In a world increasingly driven by technology, the ability to understand and connect with others will be a valuable asset. This means being able to collaborate across cultures and disciplines to build relationships and to work towards common goals with a diverse group of people. Machines can process data, but they cannot replicate human emotion and intuition. Creativity will be essential. The ability to think creatively, to approach problems from new angles, and to innovate will be what drives progress and sets individuals apart in the job market. As automation takes over routine tasks, the ability to think outside the box, generate new ideas, and solve problems in innovative ways will be highly prized. Digital literacy will be non-negotiable. Understanding how to navigate the digital world, from basic computer skills to more advanced coding and data analysis, will be fundamental. In a world saturated with technology, understanding how to use it effectively, ethically, and safely is essential. This includes being aware of the potential risks and knowing how to protect oneself and others from cyber threats. This includes coding, data analysis, and cybersecurity. These skills will not only be valuable in the tech industry, but across all sectors as data becomes a critical asset in decision-making processes. The future is not about memorizing facts and figures. It's about understanding concepts, applying knowledge in real-world scenarios, and being able to adapt to new information and changing circumstances. It's about adaptability, resilience, and a passion for lifelong learning. The ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep learning and growing, and to stay curious will be key to success. It's about nurturing the unique talents and passions within each child and empowering them to shape their own future. Parents, this is your crossroads. Will you chain your children to sinking ships of the past or equip them to sail uncharted waters? As we stand at the threshold of a new era, the choices we make today will determine the paths our children will walk tomorrow. The future is not a distant concept. It is being shaped right now in our homes, schools, and communities. We must ask ourselves, are we preparing our children for the world of yesterday or the world of tomorrow? It's time to shift our focus from outdated methods and embrace a new approach to education and personal development, one that values creativity, collaboration, and continuous learning. Parents, educators, and leaders, this is your call to action. Equip the next generation with the skills they need to navigate the uncharted waters of tomorrow. Encourage curiosity, foster resilience, and celebrate innovation. Let's create an environment where every child feels empowered to explore their unique talents and passions. Together, we can build a future where our children are not just surviving, but thriving. Where they are not just following paths laid out for them, but forging new ones. The time to act is now. Remember, your child's future is a canvas, not a conveyor belt. Share this with one parent who needs to hear it. Tomorrow's world is watching.